Hi guys, today's look is kind of different. I know that it looks like very natural colors, but it's more about placement. It's a little trick that you can use when you're applying eyeshadow. Obviously this is a specific tutorial for the colors and everything. It's kind of if you want it to look a little more natural. But you could use this with any colors. You could use super bright colors, you could use you can make it really dramatic, you could even apply it lighter than I did. But basically what I did is I applied the colors in a way as you can see on this edge, it makes your eyelashes look thicker. So I kind of used the eyeshadow to kind of create an illusion of thicker lashes. It's very simple, honestly, and if you guys keep watching, I'll show you how to do it. Alright, since we're not using any bright colors or anything, I'm just going to prime my lid with just a plain primer, and this is the FYI by Benefit. This stuff is more like a mousse, so you just have to tap your finger in it. You don't have to like scoop out any or anything like that. And you just kind of dab it all over your lid. I kind of prefer this to the Urban Decay Primer Potion or the Too Faced Shadow Insurance or anything like that. I think it works much better. Then I'm going to go ahead and put down my lid color. I'm going to use Patina, which is kind of a weird brown. I know that's like a weird description. It's not really bright or anything, or it doesn't look like it puts down a lot of color, but it's really kind of hard to explain. It's just a brown and it looks kind of dirty, but when you put it on and you build it up, it really creates like a pretty color. Alright, so I put that all over my lid. And then I'm going to take the NYX, or NYX, whatever, Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to use that on any kind of flat brush. This is a 239 brush, and I'm just kind of like painting the ends of it. This is just going to kind of make for more precise application. I didn't apply this first because I didn't want that brown to stick to it. So I'm just applying that right to that inner corner and on the bottom part too. And you can pat it with your finger to kind of blend it out even more. Then I just take whatever's left on the brush and run that right along my lower lash line. It shouldn't be putting down much color, it's just adding a little bit of a base. Then I got kind of carried away with myself. I totally should have done this before I put down the white, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use Symmetry eyeshadow, which is right here. This is Cork, so I mean they're pretty similar. I just really like Symmetry because it has better payoff. You don't have to work with it quite as much. And I'm just going to apply that right to the crease. Then on this outer edge of your crease right here, if you want to darken that in just a little bit, you can apply a darker brown. I'm going to use Swiss Chocolate, which is right here. I know my palettes look weird. I took out the divider because I'm trying, see how it kind of like darkened it a little bit, just on the outer edge. I'm trying to kind of cut down the amount of palettes I have because it's kind of a pain when you have like 2 brown palettes and all that, and you forget about colors and it's confusing and it's just easier. What I should have done is I should have done the brown and then that first, then done the white, blah blah blah. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that. What I did is I just put a little bit more white on the tip of the brush, and I'm just going to dab that on this outer edge right here. You don't have to make like a sharp line or anything where you apply that brown. And I'm just going to dab that with my finger so that there's no harsh edges. Alright, then I'm going to start creating my little, darker shapes. You can see that it's kind of precise on this outer edge, but everything else is kind of more blended and smoky. And the perfect brush, I think, to do that is this Sigma SS252. It's flat, and it's sharp at the end, and it's a little rounded, so you can really be precise with it. But it's also larger, so you can kind of blend out. I'm going to use Print, which is kind of a medium gray, or a little bit of a darker gray. And I'm going to dab that along my lash line, just like I was using this as a liner, but blending it upward just a little bit more. You see how I'm kind of making it look really soft. And then you can kind of do that all the way in, but you want the most color to be out here. Then along that outer edge, I'm going to put just a little bit more color right on the tip of the brush, and you're going to kind of look at where your natural eyelashes like create that shape. You see how my outer ones kind of create a little swoopy shape? That's what I'm going to create with this brush. So I'm going to tap off a little bit of the extra color right there, and then kind of create that swoop. I know it looks kind of tricky, but it's really very easy. Then just kind of, you know, dab around this other color. Alright, then for the lower lash line, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to take more color right on the tip of the brush and put down the most color right here, kind of on that outer edge. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it in. And I'm not going to really so much follow this like curved shape. I'm going to just kind of create a flatter shape. Because when I get to this inner corner, I just want it to kind of flip downward, just as your natural lashes do. Then on that outer edge, you're just going to want to flick that downward just as your lower lashes do. You can use this brush, or if you're not comfortable using such a large brush, you can get a smaller angled brush. You can see that I'm just kind of creating a little downward flick. So if you want to make it more precise, just take any kind of angled, sharper brush. And you can just kind of flick the color downward. This inner corner, you can take a really light color. I'm just going to take Mylar, which is a really light cream, and just dab it over it. Just to kind of emphasize that. You can even have done that on the outer corner. You could have done that before or after, but I really like that gray to look intense. I find that sometimes if there's another color down around it, it won't really, you know, stick as well. So, okay, so now you don't even have to add any eyeliner, but I'm going to just apply a little bit of my MAC Fluid Line in Black Track, just super, super close to this lower, or to this upper lash line. Then apply some mascara and you're all done. I'm just going to be using my MAC Plush Lash. That's the whole point. You want your lashes to look full. And if you come back, I'll show you what I used on the rest of my face. Just kidding. Forgot to do my brow highlight. I'm like all over the place today. I'm just going to take a little bit of Blank Type, which is this right here, and apply that right underneath my eyebrow along this outer part. And we're all finished. If you come back, I'll show you what I used on the rest of my face. Alright, so for my cheeks, I used a little bit of Cantaloupe blush, which is right there. It's a pro color. I don't know if I said this before, but Symmetry is a pro color too, the one that I was using in my crease. It's just a pretty peach. You can use any type of peach blush that you have. And for my lips, I have not done that yet. I really, really like Saint Germain. Sometimes I find it's a bit much on its own, but I really like our Rose Romance, which is from the Rose Romance collection. So I just quickly applied some of that. And then I'm taking a little bit of Saint Germain. You can put it on your finger or whatever. And I just kind of dab it on that middle part down there. And it kind of brightens it up without making your lips look so, you know, crazy. You can apply some gloss if you want. I didn't, obviously. So head on over to my blog. I'll post pictures and a list of all the products that were used. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.